Okay. What's up, guys? It's UnDecked. Back in the flesh. I think we're doing pretty good on the volume there. So, let's get into it, huh? Let's get undecked, huh? We got Jake, Mark, Milo, Carl. Cut that shit.
The whole gang is here. So this is our first attempt of doing this remotely. Jake and Kyle are at the home ground, and I am in outer space, so to speak.
Here we are in the battlefield.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we're just in the computer room, as I call it, I guess. What's what we call it. Used to have a lot of computers in here. Used to do some LAN parties. So, anyway, computer room used to be a LAN party room. Used to have like 3 computers in here.
No way.
Yeah. And we used to like just game on here and play Counter-Strike and Quake 3 Arena, or Unreal Tournament, and just all kinds of cool stuff, though.
That was a good game right there, Unreal Tournament.
It was.
That was fun.
It was.
So the topic today is what, guys? What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, what do you got, Jake?
Well, I would say the Lions,
let's see how the Lions fucking lost horribly.
What are we thinking? We got like Washington that beat the Lions, and then we got like the Bills that are going to advance. You got the Chiefs and the Bills.
It's going to be Bills and Washington.
And Washington. Yeah, dude. Who's
going to
be
the Eagles and the Chiefs, and we might all get duped. And
yeah,
the Chiefs win
it's going to be the Eagles and the Chiefs. I don't know if I could do another Taylor Swift Super Bowl. I don't know about y'all, but
it's Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick's taking over.
It's Kendrick.
Dude.
He's gonna rock it. Dude.
Apparently, Drake's lawyers and Lil Wayne's lawyers said they were gonna sue Kendrick if he performs "Not Like Us," because it's defaming Drake.
Oh, really?
I think Kendrick's thinking I have enough money for you to sue me.
Yeah.
But the NFL, they're gonna sue as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I
think the NFL's thinking you could sue us.
Eminem got involved in that same spit too.
You're not in the video, by the way.
Dude,
you're
not being recorded anyway either.
Oh, is this the podcast?
Yeah.
No, you're in it, dude. You're in it. You are in it, bro. This is a super fan right here.
Am I on deck?
You're
on Mark.
Undecked.
Dude, this is a Lions super fan right here.
This is as real as it gets.
Being on deck from under it.
This is the Lions super fan for everybody.
I really do have blue hair. Where's it at?
Right here. It's not being recorded though, but I just can't figure it out right now.
He has a chain, but he left it at home. It's got a big lion on it.
You can see the hair.
Yeah, blue. It stands out.
He has to change his hair because the Lions lost, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know.
Let it ride, dude.
Keep it till next year.
Hey, all right. So that was Kevin. KG.
Superman. Yes.
For short. So I was thinking we were going to talk about, what was it? Oh, just back in the day stuff. So we were thinking like 5th grade camp. You know, you guys have 5th grade camp growing up in elementary school. Take your last year of elementary school to 5th grade camp. Oh, I forget where we went to, but it was like
YMCA or something.
It was probably like YMCA camp, but I don't know. Did you guys have something like that too?
Yeah, you go out there.
Where'd you guys go to elementary though? You went to like Bartlett or something, didn't you?
I went to Bartlett to 2nd grade, then I went from Bartlett to State.
I think I hit every elementary school in
South
Lyon. I went to Bartlett. I hit them all. I think there's one being built, but Sarah is the one that I did 5th grade camp out of. But I think for a week we stayed somewhere in like cabins or something like that, and then just did like a whole bunch of activities, maybe kickball, like.
We played soccer for sure.
Soccer, Soccer. And then there was like all the guys were trying to get women to like dance or whatever, like at nighttime, right? And then.
Well, no, the last day of 5th grade camp, you had that dance.
Right.
I had a horrible experience.
Oh, I did too. I did too. I had embarrassing times for sure. Like I just think about it like late at night, it'll cross my mind, and I'm like, fuck. What did I do? Such a loser.
Well,
Dude, I think I had.
Go ahead, though. But what happened to you? No.
you can go if you want to go. I can go first. You go first. Mine's a little different than embarrassment. It's more.
Well, so mine was like, so there's a couple things. We were playing soccer. I don't know which day it was. It was like a week-long thing and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we had a soccer game, and I was the goalie, and I was not just into sports. Like, I never really did sports at all. And
you're like, what do I do? I don't know what to do.
It was just pathetic. Like, I fell on the ground trying to get the ball like 3 times in a row, like, and missed it every time. And it just comes back into my mind, like, how pathetic I looked doing that. I'm like, fuck that. And then there was other things too. There was oh god, we had a so our counselor, they were like a high schooler or something, right? We thought, they're just older, they're like way older than they seemed, because we were so young. But so we had a cabin that you had to walk up into the top, and so there were stairs going out the back, and we would all just like piss out the off the little balcony there. And the camp counselor was like, yeah, I don't care, you guys do whatever, And we eventually like had to go back, like it got word back to like the teachers and shit at the 5th grade camp, or not 5th grade camp, I'm sorry, at the elementary school, and we all got called down to the principal's office over it. And it was like, why? We're just pissing outside, like who cares? Like everybody does it. We're camping, for God's sakes, But and then I had a horse. Like, did you guys do horseback riding while you were there?
That was one of the staples. The horseback riding.
Dude, everybody got to choose their horse. There was like 50 kids, riding it. Well, probably less than that. But either way, you chose your horse. Who wants this horse? Oh yeah, I want that one. And my horse was the fattest horse, fattest, shortest horse. And it was just like, because I'm like, I want a horse. I don't want to not get a horse, so I'll take this one. And dude was like so fat. And immediately when I got on the horse, it just started pissing everywhere. And everybody just started laughing and shit. I was like, God, what the fuck? But I also had a time, this was on the last day, they had a dance. And you asked like a random girl to the dance, right? Well, some guy was like, dude, you should ask one of the counselors to dance. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'm no puss. Let's do it. And I didn't talk like that then, obviously. I was a child. But I asked one of the counselors to take her to the dance or whatever. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, fuck, now what? What do I talk to her about? I'm so sweaty. What's happening to me? So it was just so awkward. We did like a line dance, and then it was like, she's like, oh, you can go hang out with your buddies if you want. You don't have to, entertain me, like, because she was gonna go off and do her own thing anyway. But so we danced for a couple songs, and then yeah, it was weird. I was a shy child, and it was very, very nervous child. So it was embarrassing. But yeah, that's my 5th grade camp, dude. Fucking little rough around the edges. But
yeah, but I mean, that's still cool though. I mean, it
was an experience.
Kind of just Yeah, it really is. Some is good, some is bad.
Dude,
right?
I'm telling you, I think me and Mark went to the same one. If we were both at Sarah at the same time.
Yep.
But like, dude,
didn't know each other then.
It's the off season, right?
No, we did a little
camp
bit.
Was the off season for like probably.
He's just at gay camp.
5th grade camp was the off season for like Panthers.
Nothing wrong with that though.
Gay camp? Did you say gay camp?
It was the off season for football. So
nothing
like,
wrong with that. Absolutely.
One of the staples besides horse riding was was football, right? So like that's when everybody would like, dude, we took this seriously. Like football was our thing.
Yeah.
And we'd always dog on like the shitty players that like always got played more than us, like Powers and like all these guys. Like every time they got played, we just because we did tackle football back then.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Like, you got everyone out there playing football. It's the pastimes, dude. Like, you're just out there doing some crazy stuff.
No phones, no nothing. Just enjoying it.
I don't mean to interrupt, but
it.
Jake, are you smoking a cigarette right now?
He's smoking
Am I smoking? Yeah. Dude, it's been a long week, bro.
He said, give me one.
Yeah, bro.
All right. I always forget that Jake
wants
doesn't
one.
smoke.
Please help me out with my addiction, Kyle.
Dude. I mean...
So... Oh, keep going.
I don't know, other than that, dude... Oh, we did have kickball. That was a good one, too. Kickball and dodgeball. These are, like, America's favorite pastimes, too. Like,
Kickball's
just always seeing somebody get hit by a... what is it, dodgeball? Like, always getting...
Smoked in the
Seeing
face.
people catch the ball.
Dodge.
Bro, like,
dodge.
I think there was a
You
guy...
could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
I remember it's like a guy, Dominic Blair. Like, I just
didn't make that
remember this dude just got blasted in the face by the kickball, bro. Like, and then he was out, bro. He was out for the whole game. Like, just seeing that stuff was funny, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, fifth grade camp, because that's like your first time you do something that's like out of the norm. Like, hey, you're not with your family camping,
Right.
you're with
It's
all your buddies from school, and it can be a fun experience. I mean, mine was a little different. Mine, the first 2 days were good, and then I found out I have allergies that are really bad.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was kind of like, I woke up the third day in the morning, I couldn't open up my eyes because my eyelids were just like crushed over.
Jeez.
And it was just like, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So, but I'd peel it off so I could see.
Ew, that's
But
so
it just
gross.
progressively got-
What the fuck?
Yeah.
he's got a new face.
But then I didn't want anybody to see me, so I was like always hiding. I wore a hat to cover as much as possible.
No shit.
And then like
Yeah.
it got so bad, I'll never forget it, because I could barely open up my eyes by like the
Yeah.
fourth day. And then they're like,
You were like,
the counselor
you were like
for
the
me,
kid with
he's
the
like,
inhaler and shit. Like, you're like, guys, I can't go out to the forest right now. I'm gonna die.
well, he's like, the counselor guy's like, hey Mark, hey, you don't have to do this, but if you don't mind just showing everybody what you have, just so everybody understands. I was like, I just want to go home, to be honest. Like, could you hook me up? My mom will be more than glad to come pick me up. But they never called my parents.
What a bunch of assholes. What the fuck?
They're like, I was like, yeah, fine. I show everybody. They're like, oh my god. And my eyes were all swollen.
Oh my God.
My face was all rashed out. Like, it was really bad. It was really bad. And they're like, well, let's go ride horses. I'm like, I don't know. What? So I go with them to go ride horses. I'm very, very allergic to horses. Like,
What?
almost, yeah, really bad. Really bad. Not like deadly. Not like I'm not going to die. But I won't be able to see. So we get into the horse den area, whatever.
A lot.
And I could feel my eyelids getting heavy and just glossing over and completely shut. Or I couldn't open my eyes at all.
Jeez.
Only because
On the horses?
Only because
Yeah,
it's Tuesday.
it was really bad.
Jeez, dude.
But then, like, we talk about, like, that last night
Uh-huh.
about, you pick a partner to dance with, whatever.
Yeah.
So this one girl, I felt so bad because I asked her to dance with me on the last night. She's like, yeah, I'd love to, whatever.
Oh, no.
And I just didn't feel up to going
Yeah.
because I was like, I can't see. I don't feel good. Like, I'm all rashed out, so I kind of bailed out.
Aw.
I apologized, like, the next week. I'm like, sorry, I just couldn't see. I just didn't
I was
feel like
practically
dancing.
dying.
And they're like, she's like, no, I get it. I understand. I felt so bad for you. I'm like, no, I get it. Yeah. No, it's like, my mom was so mad when she picked me up.
Oh, really?
And then, like, I don't know what happened, but my dad talked to the school, and I was getting everybody coming up to me, making sure I was okay every day
Good.
for a while.
Yeah, I'm sure your dad was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck do you do to my son, Pop?
Yeah.
You're gonna raise some,
Well, I remember
raise some hell for sure.
Yeah, so
Dude,
I don't know, but
it's not them kind
it
of
was an
parenting,
experience.
that's all.
And
No.
it was not fun, but the idea of it is awesome. I love it. Like, I'd love my kids to do that too.
Oh, for sure.
If they still do that,
Yeah.
But-
You guys ever did like catechism or anything like that growing up? Awanas? I
Yeah, I
did
did.
Awanas.
I
Yep.
did the Bible camp.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
was-
Bible camp.
Yeah.
What did you do? You didn't get the verse right, so they shocked you?
But when I was overseas,
You're like John 3:16.
when I was overseas, I went to like a military boarding school and like a Catholic school. It was
When were
wild.
you overseas?
When I was younger, I was over there for about 5 years. This is like prior to like 2001. It's
Oh,
like
shit.
95 to
Yeah.
01-ish. and
Why'd
then,
you go overseas, though?
My dad was at
Well, he
Fort-
lived over there.
He moved over to Dresden.
Oh.
So we were outside London by about probably 20 minutes. So we take the train everywhere. But there was a school called Sunnybrook Elementary. And this shit was like a military boarding. Like over there, they like prepare you to go into like the service early, I guess.
Jeez.
Like, they're like,
That's a little too early,
you're
dude.
6 years old wearing a fucking dress or like suit. And like, if you didn't wear it, they would smack you. And that, like the headmaster, they still had like, it wasn't, it was
It sounds like it's some old school fucking.
well,
shit
I'm
right
saying
there.
back then it
Yeah.
was like abuse wasn't a thing in England. Like they were
Yeah.
like, "This, I'm gonna whack the shit out of you," bro. Like over here it was like, "Nah,
Don't
dude,
do that shit.
You can't spank your child over there." Like
Oh,
you hit him with a ruler.
over here it started getting like, oh, you can't hit your child or spank him or nothing after a little while. Like,
But
when we were growing up, it started getting more and more woke.
it's
So-
over there.
Yeah, we were in a different era where it was like, you still did it,
Yeah, you
but
still
it was
did it.
frowned upon kind of thing.
Right. You still did it, but you didn't do it like in like the grocery store. Or sometimes you did, but it was rare occasion. You know, like
It was
Yeah.
like definitely a different though, because like even over there, like fitting in was not the same. Like your norms here would be like the way we talk. People would assume it's English over there. It's the same thing, but they have different like tones and like everything is like their slang is different, all that. So learning that again, going over to England and they're like, oh shit, you're back in America now. Like then I met Mark in second
culture
grade.
shock.
Yeah, because we both got held back because I came from overseas back to the U.S. and he had something going on, so we both met because we were held back. So
Poor Mark.
I wasn't smart.
But,
That's
yeah.
Poor Mark got held back.
yeah, and then like,
Well,
dude,
I can
but-
I can explain my.
You should
saying-
defend yourself right now, because I'm like,
saying
you
the
just
ironically though, like
So,
where he
there-
lived is right across the street. Like we lived in almost the same
on
house.
Apple Lane.
Yeah, so I was in Apple Lane next to Pat Fisher, which would have been like my neighbor back then,
Mhm.
but it's like a couple houses down from his house now. So we lived there prior to moving.
What on the north side of Apple Lane there when you went in? Right
Yeah,
where
so
his
it's
old
like there
house
was a what
Maybe
was
we
it?
shouldn't discuss the roads.
Well, I'm just saying like
Yeah,
it's crazy because we lived in the same area and then I moved across the street
right.
and it worked like it's crazy how that works.
Yeah,
Small town.
that's wild.
Well, the reason why I
Yeah,
got
why'd you get held back? Sorry,
Uh-oh.
keep going.
The reason why I got held back is because I got mono in second
Yeah, he
grade,
couldn't see.
and I was sick for like 5 months.
Jesus.
Mono,
So I missed too much.
mono put
Yeah.
you on your ass, huh?
Yeah, dude, this man's had more
so I
stuff
was-
to.
He
I was
was
gone
a
too
sickly
long,
child
so-
for sure.
What? No, even in his life now, dude. Like
They should have just put me.
Put
mono,
you down, dude.
MRSA,
Put me down.
Put you down. Put you down like a dog.
man's
Boom.
had mono, MRSA, COVID now.
Not that nicely.
Oh yeah, we'll let you die from mono slowly.
Yeah, man's gonna.
It was the worst. It was the worst. I'll never forget my last day at school in second grade. I'll never forget that day.
Yeah.
They retired him.
It was the
from
well, like-
school.
So we were singing the Pledge of Allegiance like you do every morning.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
And then I wouldn't get up, and the teacher's like, "Mark, you have to stand up." I was like, "I don't feel good. I think I'm gonna throw up." They're like, "Mark, come on." So I get up and I start throwing up, and I threw up all the way to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Yep, the whole time. So listen, told you. And I was out.
Should have listened to me.
The man was out for 5 months.
Gone for 5 months.
That's a lot of
I
homework.
was,
That Mark died, dude.
Bro,
He's done. He's died.
That's a lot of
He said he didn't
homework,
want to
bro.
stand up, and he stood up, and he's gone. Dude. He's fucking gone.
You killed him, teacher.
they put him in witness protection, bro.
He's patient zero
Yeah.
for something for sure.
Yeah.
Patient
for sure.
zero, buddy. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, I had a pretty bad poison ivy incident in 5th grade. It was bad, dude. It was I was probably out for almost a month, and it was like, dude, we do like, roam around outside everywhere because we're little chitlins and we don't, internet's still getting going and blah blah blah. It really didn't start taking off really for home computers until like middle school for us. So like we were just always outside doing shit, and it was But anyway, I got it so bad, like I was just like deathly allergic to it. Some people, they'll just get a little bit. Mine, it was like, well, because I was a kid, I would just go itch it and then itch everywhere else. I mean, I had it everywhere, poison ivy all over my body, and like every crevasse, dude. So I had to be on like a bunch of pills, a bunch of random shit, ointments, blah blah blah. And dude, I was out for like a month, and like I even had to go back, and I still had dots all over my body, so people didn't even want to talk to me. It was so sad.
Don't talk to that guy.
Yeah, no, you'll get that poison ivy from him. Don't even go near him. Yeah.
Don't even
Little
talk
fuckers.
I found out I was allergic to bees in one of the worst ways, bro. Mark knows this story. So, like, I was working for Torpedo's Pizza, bro. Like, just putting
Torpedo's?
out...
Oh, yeah.
I call it Torpedoes for some reason. I don't know. Like, the guy, like...
We call it torpedoes.
Yeah,
I was going to say, what the fuck is torpedoes?
Torpedoes? So the job was, like, handing out flyers. The guy had 10,000 flyers. He gave it to me. He's like, $10 an hour, hand them out. And then I just
That's a good deal there, dude.
So I brought these guys on, Mark and Chris, to increase the flyers I could put out so we get more money, right?
Wow.
Well, so one of the times we went to this sub, and then found out somebody in my past was living there, so we went there and we were hanging out. For whatever reason, there was a beehive in the tree, and I decided that it would be a good idea to throw my shoe up there to try and knock the beehive down. Well, my shoe got stuck in the tree, so then Mark's like, yeah, use your other shoe and try and knock it down. So I threw the other shoe.
I was there for support.
I threw the other shoe.
Moral support.
And I shook the shit
Antagonizing,
out of the
actually.
beehive,
Sort
bro.
of.
I got stung more than 7 times. Like, by the time I threw the shoe up there, I was already getting stung. Ear, like, everything. Like, dude,
Oh my God, dude.
I caught the one shoe that fell through the tree,
Yeah.
and the other one fell, like, later. But, like, I had to just jab an EpiPen. And, like, it was at this girl's house. I used to see it back in the day.
Yeah.
And, like, I ended up seeing that she was there, so I was trying to hang out and see what's up.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting invited to a party after this happened, bro. Like, after I got stung, I used the EpiPen, didn't go to the hospital.
Yeah.
It was just, like, bad news bears.
Well, I like to say that I did not condone of this. I said, Jake, you just got out of the hospital from this bee sting. Maybe we should.
But I'm telling you, ask him how big this house was. This house was
So wait,
massive.
you go to this girl's house after you got out of the hospital from the bees?
I didn't even go. I just...
No, it was like the next day or so.
No, it was the
wasn't
same
like
day.
that
I just hit the...
Was
Yeah, it was the EpiPen.
No,
We
dude.
left, and we hung out for, like, another hour, and just, like, did whatever. We all took a shower, and I came back, and went to that girl Emily's house, because it was, like, a house party or something.
I'm doing like a half hour.
It was, like... But that house was huge. It was...
Anyway, but you didn't go?
We went.
First time hearing it in this room.
No.
But, like, you remember, because, like, we were drinking, and then, like, that one, I think Emily's mom was a cop, and we were both underage, so, like...
Wow, that's not a
Like,
good look right there, dude.
We were, like,
Gonna be done.
we were hanging out, though, and, like,
Well, in a minute.
who we were hanging out with were, like, they were trying to drink, too, so we all got drinks, and then, like, we were drinking by the fire, and then, like, Mark was like, no, I ain't getting in trouble, so he ran up to my car. But, like, Emily's mom was, like, a cop, and she was off duty or something, and that's where we were at. It was just wild, because, like, after being
And you were still covered in bee stings the whole time.
Yeah, I still
Red bumps everywhere.
bro, like,
Smart.
my ear was, like, the size of Dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, we still went out there and partied, bro, like...
What?
Yeah.
Except for Mark.
Yeah,
huh?
different times. Different times.
Good times?
I mean,
Not,
dude,
not even good
I
times.
like to be I like to be in bed by 10 a.m. now.
Yeah,
10
dude.
p.m. now.
Dog, for sure. I mean, yeah, 10:30 at the latest. Come on, I'm in bed. I might scroll for like an hour.
Right.
You know, TikTok's back,
Bummed it
too.
was 10:30, dude.
TikTok's back, bro. Have you seen it?
I'm bummed.
Yeah, you're pumped about TikTok being back?
What's that?
Your buddy, he got.
Oh, I don't care. I don't have it. It never affected me.
Oh.
So it being here or not being here didn't change
It,
anything.
it did. It affected him. That's why he changed his back screen. So,
Not that I'm better, but let's be honest.
I am better! I am better!
he's gonna make a new app called Tick Not.
Not tick?
Yeah.
Not talk? Not talk.
Not
Not
true,
talk.
Non-true social.
Not talk. I don't know. That's cool.
Yes.
Right on.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Well, I did want to talk about one thing that we didn't talk about our first episode, which hasn't been released yet, but it has been edited, and it will be released tonight, the 21st.
Dun dun dun.
I just gotta upload it and get it released, and so it's gonna come out tonight, on January 21st. So, but I did want to discuss though why the podcast is called UnDecked. So, people don't know this, but my father passed about a year and a couple months ago, and he was a different breed. He was a very creative dude. He's an author. He wrote 3 children's books, like young adult sort of things, maybe middle school. Very easy to read books, just morally like good lessons to be learned and blah blah blah. So he's a very creative dude, and the one thing that he would always tell me, so he'd always come up with these like weird scenarios and blah blah blah, but he goes, if you ever go back in time and you try to tell me you came back, to this date and blah blah blah, he's like, I'm not gonna believe you, but if you do say these words, I will 100% believe you right then and there without no questions asked. And the words are, the deck will be finished. So if I told my father that, if I said, hey Dad, the deck will be finished, I'm from the future, he will 100% believe me. We were going to call the podcast The Deck Will Be Finished, but that is just way too long of a name, so now it's called UnDecked. And that's why it's called UnDecked. So, there you go, for those that would care to know. That's why. So,
And if you don't, that's fine too.
hey, we're doing this for fun, and if you enjoy it, if
listen.
we enjoy it, as long as we keep enjoying it, I think we'll keep doing it.
100%.
So.
100%. I think this mobile is working. I believe so. I mean, we'll see in the time.
We do want to get video eventually because it'd be better to clip stuff and go to
Cut it.
What are you doing? Throw on TikTok, throw on Instagram, throw on YouTube, and do like short reels and blah blah blah, or YouTube Shorts or whatever the f. And anyway, yeah, and Snapchat. No, I'm not doing Snapchat. You can do Snapchat. I ain't doing. I got 3's enough, dude. So, but that being said, yep. So it's we do have a YouTube account, UnDecked Podcast, and TikTok as well. You just got to look for UnDecked Podcast.
Dude.
On pretty much everything. We're also going to be making an Instagram as well. You guys got anything else? Wrap this up. We got about a little bit more longer,
What's the time at right now? Obviously, we'll edit this portion.
Yeah, we can edit this out. 29.19.
Well, I still got a little bit more time till the book club starts, so I mean,
The book club.
we can go for another 15?
We can do another 15. I'm in.
I mean, it don't matter.
Got a pen on you?
Yeah, write it down. Write that shit down.
Oh, just
29.
cut it.
20,
Cut that.
30. Alright.
So, what's another good topic, guys? What's something we can
So we did 5th grade camp, and what about back in the day when we didn't have phones or really PCs at all back then, or they were just DOS PCs. We used to actually go out and go outside. Like kids don't go outside anymore. We used to get on skateboards, get on bikes, and ride them to, to the nearest city, and downtown areas. And it's just crazy that, like, kids really don't do that anymore, Like, they don't just go out. Like, we go out and then it's that old cliche is, like, we didn't come home till the lights turned on, on the street.
Yeah, no, that's a true thing. I mean, that's a true statement. I mean, so, like, I remember one time I was over at, and Jake, you were there, too, at your brother Justin's place, and at least I think you were there. I can't remember, but anyways, doesn't matter. I was talking to Justin, and he's like, yeah, so he has a son named Aiden. He's like, yeah, Aiden's, he's going to hang out with his buddy tonight. I'm like, oh, cool, that's awesome, good deal. And he's like, yeah, but he's going to stay in his room, and his buddy's not coming over. I'm like, well, what do you mean they're not like hanging out? He's like, they're going to play online together. I was like, oh, so that's how they hang out.
That's how we hang out now, huh?
That's crazy, man. So literally people meet up online and play video games, and that's hanging out.
They said, we're going to hang out, and it's just online? Like, what the fuck? That's not even a proper terminology.
This would be what we're doing right now is considered hanging out. Yeah.
Oh, we're hanging out right now, dude.
Well, you're remotely hanging out, like, because COVID and everything.
Cheers!
We don't give a damn about COVID, bro.
Boom! Boom!
Bro, I don't know. Your can is kind of holographic right there.
Yeah, he's,
It's two-hearted. But we're not sponsored by that.
Bruh.
Yes.
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 Man, it looks like you came off the set of The Simpsons.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but, I mean, back then, dude, it was just a different time.
He's in a motel
now. Nice house. Different time, dude. Like, we'd be out until it got, like, the sun started setting, and then it's like, okay, kind of gotta get home. No phone, no tracking devices, none of this other stuff we have now.
Right.
Yeah. And it was just like, they'll get home, like they don't, your parents didn't care, like go play with your neighbor buddies, and your friends and blah, blah, and Jake or whatever, like go hang out with Jake, he's 2 houses down, and then you just.
Well, no, we didn't, no, so I moved in that location in 97. He was out of there, but when I got there.
Oh, really?
I moved to England and came back before. So we were still like across the street, but like when we went back to school is when we met or whatever.
Huh.
Because my neighbor was Pat Fisher, which would have been in his sub, but Pat's no longer with us.
What?
Yeah.
Let's not get into that.
P-Fish.
Right on. Well, is there any, like, cool things you guys did? Like, when you didn't have computers, you guys, like, I mean, obviously went for bike rides and hung out with your buddies. And
rode ATVs.
We used to play, like, cops and robbers, dude. We used to do this thing where, like, we'd all get on our bikes, and then we'd literally go get, like, flour, sugar, and we'd take grass and put it in bags, shit like that. We played cops and robbers.
What the
like
fuck?
We had drugs. Yeah.
You put that shit in. Whoa!
Like a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, like it was drugs or something? Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you really had to tackle people to get. So the cop would have to. If you were the cop, you would literally have to tackle them down.
And then rip that shit out of them.
Yeah.
Pockets.
And then we made a little jail that the cop would put you in, and then you'd try to break out of there. But we used to have this abandoned barn that we used to use.
Yeah, I know that barn.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hidden trap areas and stuff that a lot of people didn't know. I knew about pretty much all of them, I'm pretty sure, at least. And I could put people in areas where they wouldn't get out unless I showed them.
That's very cool, dude. Yeah, we had... We do games like that, too. I don't think Cops and Robbers was that big, but it was... we had a game that was called Grey Wolf. And you have a group of kids, and everybody would start... You'd pick one person to be the Grey Wolf, and they'd be on, let's say, the back side of the house. And the group of kids would be in the front side of the house. And they'd yell, "Grey Wolf, are you out tonight?" And then the Grey Wolf guy would howl or girl would howl as loud as they can, and that was that basically to start the game to where the kids would try to run around the house all the way without getting tagged. And then whoever got tagged was the new Grey Wolf. So it was pretty, I mean, I think there was a couple other games like that we had, but I just can't think of the names right now off
That's pretty cool.
But yeah.
You ever played the hoodie game?
No. What's the hoodie game?
So the hoodie game is basically you take somebody, one gets chosen as the hoodie. What you do is you take a hoodie and you put it on backwards, so the hoodie is over your face. So when you put it on, then you tie it real tight so they can't just pull it off.
Wait, you put it on backwards? The hoodie's on backwards?
Yeah, so the open face of the hoodie is in your back of your head, and then you tie it so you can't get it. And then what you do is you spin them around, distort them a lot, get them where they lose their bearing of where they're at, right?
Right.
And we used to have these cornfields where we lived, and we'd take them and we put them in all different areas. One time we put someone in a corn.
What the fuck?
We put them in the middle of the cornfield.
Scary shit.
You're a complete asshole the whole time. Like we're just mean kids.
Yeah.
And like you would just freaking, you'd beat the hell out of him basically in a sense. You would just check him. He'd be stuck on the ground. He can't see anything, and then everybody beelines it out of there, and then they got to find their way out in the hoodie. And it was crazy. One time we did it where we knew this one guy that was a very angry individual, and we tied this guy in his hoodie real tight, and then we took him to his house and fucking knocked on the door super fucking hard, like aggressively hard. And we all took off, and dude, yeah, he got tackled, man. And then the homeowner realized, like, oh my god, you didn't even know you were doing this, like you were covered. And then he's just like, where are your friends at? Who did this? And it's just a game we play. I'm sorry, they're assholes. They shouldn't have done that. But it was really funny. Just being stupid. So that was a fun game.
I hear you, man. Yeah, that's good shit, man. I don't know. We do a lot of tag and shit too, and blah blah blah. But I mean, that's college people shit,
You're like more like friendly shit.
Yeah,
we're like beating each other up.
Dude, we're not like, hey, send this guy to the cornfield and beat the shit out of him. Hey,
you ever play locker boxing?
Bloody his nose. We'll call this game Bloody His Nose. We'll call this game There's Red on You. And it's your blood, dude.
Knocked out. Why is it called knocked out? Because you're going to get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, because you ever knocked the fuck out.
You ever play locker boxing?
Locker boxing. No, I have not.
So that was fun. We used to make a big thing about that. We'd like fence off an area, if you will, and we'd go all the way to the nighttime. So we'd have lights going, and we'd just pick different people to fight, like UFC basically. But you would have hockey gloves on.
Yeah.
And then a hockey helmet, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps a little bit.
And then you fight, and whoever wins stays there in the octagon, if you want to say. They stay there, and then the next opponent goes. So if you keep winning, you keep going, and you will wear out. You don't get a break.
Wait, what do you call locker boxing, though?
This hockey gloves.
I don't know.
I think.
I don't.
Maybe
I
the
didn't come up with the name
portion because they didn't want locker room, so locker boxing maybe.
Yeah, but still, I mean, there's locker rooms for every sport. So
yeah.
I don't know why it was called locker boxing, but I thought it sounded cool, and I was just like, hey, I'll run with it,
Yeah.
So it was fun. We did a lot of we were very aggressive, but we weren't like.
Yeah, you don't say.
We weren't trying to hurt each other. Everybody was tough.
Everybody was.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm sure. We were tougher back then.
We were tougher.
back then.
I was part of a fight club for sure, but it was more like a tickle club.
It says
we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about the tickle club. Jesus. No, I did do it. I definitely.
Boxing.
Yeah, we definitely. I did some boxing, like not boxing. It was same type of thing. It was locker boxing, but with actual
Actual fist.
Gloves. No, not bare knuckle
He
boxing.
doesn't do that pushy shit.
Yeah, put some brass knuckles on, dude. Come on, let's go.
Well, no, I remember that. I remember when you were boxing.
Whatever, dude. It was so me and my brothers, and then we had some neighbors and friends that would just all box, and we just go one-on-one, and it'd be more UFC style. And Jason would always.
You definitely wouldn't want to run into our neighborhood, though.
What's that?
You definitely want to run into our neighborhood, though. Our neighborhood versus your neighborhood.
Whatever, dude. Like, I'm calling Mark out, dude. Call him out in Apple Lane.
You're like, dude, don't do that. Just run away.
We got the gloves, dude. We don't use no helmets, bro. It's just gloves. Yeah, but we used to do that shit. And it was, I think it was my graduation. We had a bunch of people over. We had like people going back and forth. Just Jason fight somebody, I'd fight somebody.
Graduation.
We threw Rick in the mess at one time. So this is back in 2007. And at one time Christian was calling me out, dude. And he's a big boy, and I was just not. Yeah. I was like, dude, I'm good, bro. I do not want to fight you, dude. I'm good. He's he probably had 50 pounds on me, dude, you know? And he was just a bigger guy. He's like 6 foot. I'm 5'9", you know? It's just not, I didn't want to. I said, I knew this isn't going to be fun. It's not fun for me. I'm going to get wrecked. And so it would be like, so we ended up doing it, though, and then Christian's like, we just wore each other out, you know, got each other on the ground, punch, blah, 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 and he's like, you know, and it ended up being like, dude, after so long, you're just tired, because we didn't do rounds, you know, we just went for it, so it was like, we just, like, fucking throw fists for, like, 15 minutes straight, so by the time you're done, dude, you're just like, oh, yeah. Okay, I'm done, are you done? Yeah, me too. Okay. You know, like, we'd be out of breath as fuck. But, there was one guy that night, he was older, he actually worked at, where Jason worked when he worked at the Super Bowl, or it wasn't Super Bowl, sorry, 700 Bowl, it wasn't the Super Bowl, dumbass, 700 Bowl, in South Lyon or whatever, anyway, and I'm pretty sure that guy's name was Jason as well. So anyway, but this guy, dude, he had like a hard-on for me. He was like, I want to box you, Kyle. And I'm like, I just got done fighting a 250-pound guy, and I was only probably like 150 at the time. I was like a lean motherfucker. And he's like, no, I want to fight you. I'm like, dude, I am so done. You're older, and you're taller, too. Like, this dude was like, probably like 25, and we were 18. Or he was older than that. I don't even remember. But dude was like, oh no, I'm like, fine, fuck it, dude. Just like, let's fuck Kyle up today. And anyway, got the gloves on, trading fists back and forth, boom, boom, boom. Smashed him a couple nice times right in the mouth, dude. Just right, boom, boom, square. And then the last thing was he just like goes and takes his knee, goes for a knee, knees me right in the fucking balls, dude. Right, and I'm like, oh no. So I'm holding myself, you know, and I'm like, we're done, dude. We're done. I'm done with this shit. And it was dark. It started getting really dark in there, so you couldn't really. It's hard to see like. You could still, like, me seeing him was okay, but it's like seeing like shadows and stuff. It was hard to tell. But anyway, I said, we're done. I'm done. I'm not doing this shit no more. And then we go into like closer to the door, because this was downstairs at my house. And anyway, go close to the door, and he went into the light, and you could just see him smile. And dude, there was blood all over his teeth, dude. And I was just like, yes. I fucking kicked ass, dude. I am fucking like 18 years old against this guy that was like 30.
I think he's that.
25 or 30. But, yeah, it was a good time, dude. I had some fun. I had another boxing, this guy, I was over at this, a buddy of mine, Dave's house. He had a property. It was kind of, anyway, it was nice. He was right down the street. Good guy, good family. And, we'd box all the time, like over there, me and my brothers and blah, 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 and him. And I was boxing this one guy named Shane, and I didn't want to box him. I don't know why all these boxing things happen like when I don't want to. But another guy that's older and taller and more lankier, and this motherfucker, like, just, I could not defend myself. He was, like, trained, and I was not. I'm like, I don't want to box. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to take the punishment. But he just went and swung straight arm right to my jaw. My jaw pushes into, like, my throat and my just breathing apparatuses. And I go, like, I can't breathe at all, and I fall back. And I'm just gasping for air because my jaw got pushed all the way back, you know? And I'm like, I'm dying, right? And then fucking Dave's dad, he right then and there turns on the lawn sprinklers, dude, on me. And I'm like, and I'm drowning too. So I can't breathe and I'm about to drown. Like, it was fucking, like,
waterboarded.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, he's like waterboarding me, dude. I'm like, what the fuck is, I was like, I couldn't breathe, man. I said, you pushed my jaw all the way to the back of my throat.
The sprinklers are spraying right in his mouth. He's just like...
It was a crazy time, dude. But,
That's nuts, man. That's unfortunate that happened.
Yeah. Now, I wasn't very happy about it, dude. But,
no, I wouldn't be either.
Mark remembers when we had a fight in my parents' basement. This was like the fight of... like every fight I've ever seen. It was 10-Minute Man and Virgin Mobile. That's what the nicknames were for this fight.
Who was who?
So 10-Minute Man was T. Pryor, and then Virgin Mobile was Chris Gigi, right? So like Gigi talked shit to like Tyler and was like, "Fuck you," right? And then it set the scene. So these two didn't like each other from the start, like from the jump. They were already like. So when me and Mark brought them together in my parents' basement because we knew they were going to fight. So we staged this thing to see if they would fight. And they never actually, like, they pushed each other, and that was it, dude. And then when Mark left with, I think it was Gigi or Tyler, then they were like, oh, I'm gonna fuck him up. And they were both gone. They're separated.
What the fuck? What a bunch of fucking pussies, dude. I'm gonna talk shit when he's gone.
But then, like, dude.
Yeah, it was bad. It's like neither of them wanted to fight. They just wanted to talk shit. And then they'd be talking shit like, hey, he's here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good right now, man. I'm good.
Like,
what?
Because Gigi told Tyler that he's like 10-Minute Man. He couldn't last more than 10 minutes. And Tyler told Gigi that he was Virgin Mobile.
That is some good names right
so,
there.
Like, they were just dissing.
It was good.
They were dissing on each other. Then there was a time where...
The best part of it is I gave them both those nicknames.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, dude, we were egging it on. Like, and then there was a time, the next fight was like me and...
Well, they knew I gave them the nicknames.
Yeah, of course. They weren't even want to fight each other. I mean, what the fuck?
Then there was, I think...
They made it talk shit when I wasn't around, but that's about as far as it went.
Yeah, they talk shit about you when you weren't around, and then just talk shit to each other.
Then it was, the guy went through the wall, and, right, we were playing pool or something.
Well, that was you and Marcus, wasn't it?
Me and Marcus. This like OD, like, linebacker type, bro.
This
like,
Mark.
230 pounds of just muscle. Went through the wall in the basement. My dad had to patch it up with like a freaking Detroit Lions fat head.
Wow.
One of that wall art.
For like 6 years. Is that still a company?
Yeah. For like 6 years.
I think so.
All you seen is the Lions randomly in a wall with discolored paint.
That's hilarious, dude.
And I don't think after that, Marcus was like, he didn't really fuck with us after that, bro.
Huh.
Like,
I wasn't there for that shit.
You were there for all that?
I was probably working or something.
yeah.
I was always working.
You were always working like a dog.
I didn't, dude.
That should have got
Working
put down
like a dog,
years ago.
man.
I'm saying, for the most part, I never got into like, I never got into beefs or scraps with people, but like when I did, it was just funny shit. Like, it's just like pointless shit, like pointless spats, dude. Like you never have like a fight with your boy. You like it's over some dumb shit, but like then like it worked out.
That's like one reason I don't really go to bars much anymore. Is like some drunk assholes want to fight, and you're like, dude, I'm 35. I'm 36 now. I'm 36 years old. Like, I don't want to even bother, dude. I'm not in the shape to fight anybody. I don't want to. I don't need the drama, dude. You know.
Well, like last time I was at a casino in Motor City. We just got there.
Oh no.
Victoria's using the bathroom, and so I'm just waiting outside the bathroom for her to come out and let me just go get our gambling on. And this one drunk guy is coming by me, and I could just tell him, watch this motherfucker come up on me. I guarantee this is gonna happen because it just happens that way. And he's zigzagging it, man. He's having a hard time walking.
Oh no.
And he gets up on me, and he hugs me.
Oh.
He's like, dude, you one bad mother.
Oh my God, dude.
And I was like, I ain't nobody, man. I'm just a normal person. And he's like, well, those are some kick-ass boots you got on there, and you stay safe. And then he went off and he grabbed into somebody else. Nothing happened of it. But I'm like, why did that encounter happen? I don't understand it. It was just weird.
Yeah. People are just drawn to you, buddy.
Come here.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Come here.
Hello there.
Hello. Want some tea and crumpets?
Hello.
No.
Say hi.
Hi. Zoe. Right on.
All right, guys. Well, hey, this was good.
This was fun.
Well, I got to wrap it up.
Just wanted to add, thank you guys for listening. This is just something we're doing for fun. We just hope you like it. Hope it's entertaining. And hope you keep listening. Spotify, YouTube, and then TikTok if we actually get anything cool, to clip. So thank you guys for listening so much.